I do want to jump over and show you where to find these numbers. You know where to find these numbers. That's the top line of the income statement from Edgar. But these have to come out of the 10K. And I looked at about 15 companies. I was able to find every single one in the 10K in the management discussion and analysis section. But I want you to see what that looked like. Okay, in this file I have compiled what I'm calling how companies report their production, because we'll need that for the upper left historical daily production. I took all of these screenshots from somewhere in the MD&A portion of each 10K on the company's website. And I removed some of the headers and most of the footnotes because I wanted to keep the company names off of this so you could go practice and see if you can find where these are as well. But here's a company who reported their production in a section they call production. And they said the following table presents it by region. Let me see if I can circle in red what I'm going to want here. So we've got oil volumes for US and Canada, subtotaled at North America, and then also Egypt and the North Sea, subtotaled at international. And so if I need that 2019 oil volume in barrels per day, I want this number. 2018, 2017. So you can imagine if your dashboard had a lot more detail on it, if you said, what if we sell Egypt and we lose that production, then you could build this out to have a lot more detail on it. If you wanted your natural gas volume in MCF per day, that's these three numbers. And then your NGL volume, this company did report natural gas liquids. And they also provide a total. I'd recommend bringing in the total and checking your math. And if you don't match it, make sure you're dividing gas by 6. Let me know. I'd be surprised if any company doesn't use a factor of 6. But if you find that to be the case, let me know. Okay, here's the next one. They reported by business unit, and they reported 2019, 2018, 2017 in this way. So again, if you wanted a dashboard that had a lot of detail on it, you could do this. Otherwise, you're looking for oil, gas, and NGL, and then you can use that total if you want to check your math. Same thing here. Here, here. And for 2017. The third company, this is what I found in their MD&A. They reported average daily production in a much simpler way. All we'd need to do is copy all those numbers in and just sort them left to right like you do your Edgar data. That's daily production. Later, they actually provide annual production, so don't get confused by these numbers. And they even have a production volume versus a sales volume. Part of that difference, that's out of the scope of this video. I won't bore you with that. It's a very small difference. This one, I believe, Conoco. This one provided a nice simple table for us to use, not unlike the last one. And again, these are in barrels per day or MMCF per day. This company actually provided both. So they gave us oil and natural gas in net volumes, but then I'll bet if you multiply that by 365, now in this case, to get from annual to daily, we would divide by 365 and multiply by 1,000. Then you'll probably get these numbers. This company provided it in 2 separate tables, made it a little bit more difficult. So my 2019 oil is there and 2018 oil is there, but then I had to go to a different table to get 2018 or 2017 oil. And then gas gas, and gas, NGL, NGL, and GL. And I'm looking to make sure that these three numbers for 2018 match these, and they do. If not, I'd want to use the most recently reported ones. And then here again, I have totals that I can use to check my math when I get it into the spreadsheet. Just remember, like the Edgar data, most of these are going newest to oldest as we move left to right. We need to go the other way around. Here's yet another company. They broke it down, again, a little bit geographically and gave us total oil for 3 years, total gas. Actually, these are natural gas liquids volumes. They gave us total oil volumes by year, and these are in barrels per day. They also calculated a revenue while they were at it, and then natural gas liquids volumes, and then natural gas volumes. And a total, so we could check our math. I'm not very good with that mouse on the drawing. Here again, crude oil by year. We just care about the worldwide numbers for our simple model. We're not building a dashboard with all these different places. Natural gas liquids and natural gas. And we can use the total to check our math. So I'm not going to keep drawing these. I do want to mention this company. They reported United States in one area, and then they reported United States, and as I noticed this, it's all in barrels equivalent. I don't know if I just got in too big of a hurry when I was pulling this or if I couldn't find it elsewhere. But I also couldn't find total United States plus international in any single place. So this may have been a Canadian-based company, and I certainly won't throw anything like that at you at the exam. On the exam, this one looks more straightforward. This company actually reported their production, deducted some for a non-controlling interest. We haven't really gotten that deep into the non-controlling interest in this class, so I won't start that here. But ask your accounting teacher about non-controlling interests. And then on the next one, I get a total consolidated by oil, gas, and GL total. Don't get tempted to use any of these average realized sales prices. It will just make matters difficult. We're doing a great deal of simplification in our model, and it won't help you to try to shortcut it and grab those realized prices from here. And then I think this is almost the last one. This is the only one I couldn't find 3 years worth on. This was a Canadian-based company. But I wanted to throw that in there for completeness. You can see that you could pull most of the numbers you needed out of there, just not 2017. And then here again, this one broke it down with a lot of geography, but they gave us BOE, and I was unable to find phases, or else I just didn't pull it on that one. So out of 13, 15 companies, I think one of them didn't have all 3 years of data, and two of them either didn't have or I didn't pull production by phase. All they had was this BOE per day. So that's a good dozen companies that I could pull from, and there are many more like them. So I would encourage you to look at a lot of MD&As between now and the exam and make sure that you can pull out the numbers you feel like you're going to need. I will pull something fairly straightforward like this. Looks straightforward maybe after practicing this for an hour or so, but it wasn't straightforward when I sat down to do this video. To summarize, look in the MD&A and you'll find what you need. Thanks. Have a great day.